Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another review. This time is the SH Figuarts Kamen was from ZO. So let's get started. Kind of late on my Kamen reviews, and sorry, right? Anyway, let's jump into it. Waz is one of those really dope pieces that is very simple, very to the point, and is both elegant and nice all at once. But in all actuality, he's your standard SHF. He comes with the basic stuff that you get with the basic form. Hopefully, we do get a Genga. I would totally love a Genga formed with part swapping, especially now that they have shown they can do that, especially with SHF Guys Revive. Super excited for that. But with this guy, we get a little mixed bag of stuff. A lot of the times, I want more in my stuff, but I'm also happy with what I get because I don't mind getting add-on kits. As a Transformers fan, you kind of get used to that. So with Waz, what you don't get is you don't get stickers, which I'm pretty sure they didn't add that for a reason, but they did color them because the Mirai watches have 0 stickers on them. You don't get an open sticker for here as well either, and that's totally fine because I guess they wanted to skip out for cost. Sucks, but whatever, right? But I do want to say the amount of silver and green that went into this figure is absolutely phenomenal and dope, especially with the visor looking really cool like it is in a clear blue. Really like the way that shines in light. Looks really dope. Now, we're going to get into the articulation like we always do. We can start by the head, can look up and can look down, can look left and right, only hindered by the collar. The only thing I wish that the neck peg was a bit longer so that way we can actually get a little bit more extra movement out of the head up top that wouldn't hinder it in the collar. As far as the arm articulation is fantastic as always. The shoulder pads go up as you move it up, which is a fantastic move on their end. You can rotate the joint around here. You can push it back up, and you can actually pull out a little bit. You can actually pull the arm out a little to extend the joint as well. Arms have a bicep swivel, and they are double jointed. So we have that. You get your standard SHF wrist peg maneuver and movement. Now, as far as the upper torso goes, here's where it gets a little tricky. You get a nice range of movement in your upper torso that goes forward and backwards. It is hindered to left and right, though. And that's to prevent the scratching on the neon paint, I'm assuming, but I can't really be one for sure. As far as the lower torso, we get movement as well, so you can actually rotate with a lot more movement. This allows you to do things like rider kicks with no problem while extending the joints. So if you wanted to get wild and do crazy upward rider kicks or anything like that, this becomes not an issue because the upper torso allows that movement where the belt is. The belt also swivels around a little bit and opens and closes it for this finisher, not a part swapping one, which I hate part swapping ones. Now, as far as the leg articulation goes, it uses the old drop down method with the new 2.0 thigh swivel. It is very tight in there, so you got to be a little careful. Legs are double jointed, and you get generous ankle pivot. Well, yeah, you get generous ankle pivot. I want to say generous, but you can extend it a little bit further out, pushing it that extra bar. You get a little bit of toe pivot, as well. All in all, Waz will look good posed up with just about anything you do with him, which is really nice. But that extra neck movement would have been a bonus for me. So Waz can get into really cool fight stances, even though he takes none of these in the show. But if you want to show Waz doing cool stuff, you totally can. You can take a fighter stance. You can have him stand straight up and look really cool as well. And, go EY, Looks really cool doing this. But more importantly, he'll look really cool doing walking things, which is really great. Especially if you want to show him as Evil Waz, which is going to be a huge bonus. So walking stances even look good. You're going to have to rotate that belt a little bit to make it look a little bit more flush. Sorry, I'm teaching you anatomy. Well, I should be teaching you about Waz, right? So even if you want to get him posed up, look really good. Make sure everything is flat. And voila, your walking pose looks good. Very natural, very forward, very imposing as well, too. Especially if you're going to angle it. Now, when we talk about weapons, he does come with his up spear. And this is actually pretty cool because it is technically still a part swapper, but it's only changing that of the spear. So when you get into spear mode, you can leave it short like this, or you can have it extended and add the longer one, as you can see the difference here. And then you can actually change it into the sickle mode, which is very, very nice. Just a little leeway for that. And it pops off very easily, so you don't have to worry about breaking it, which is kind of one of my favorite things. And if you want to do the full questionnaire one. I believe you can rotate all the way around to look cool like this. Voila. Questions. Sickle. Spear. Right? You do get a few sets of hands. So you get the open, relax hands for Waz. And let's change that focus. And you get hands for holding the spear as well. And then you get the closed fist. Like I said, Waz doesn't come with much because it's his base form. It wasn't until Genga that he kind of got a lot of other stuff, which sucks because, you know, if you didn't want Waz, it's like, you know, whatever. But Genga makes you really want and appreciate Waz. So hopefully we get one. But I really do love this color scheme. And I love having all the main writers. So I'm really hoping this would be a really nice thing to do as we just finish out the series. And hopefully we get the others that we see. Don't want to spoil it for those who haven't watched the show and just want to see. Now, real quick, let's show Waz nicely standing up as we compare him to other writers both in the show and other lines in general, right? Let's get you nice standing up. There we go. Here he is next to Kamen Rider Zio with the Hay Saber. He looks really good with him. And then we're going to compare him next to Gates. These two often team up a lot now. So it's really cool to have them all together. This is really cool. So it's good to have all three together, have them looking cool. Let's pick your neck up so you can have your actual size. And as you can see, all three of these guys look really great together. Their color schemes look really nice as well too. So let's take these guys away. Let's talk about some other stuff. Here he is next to a synthetic human. Here he is next to a renewal Kamen Rider Kuga. And it's really cool because they look, they actually cross over with other bunch of Kamen Riders, so it's cool. So you can team them up with just about anybody. These all actually look great in the same height together, which is really nice. Here he is next to a Hasbro's Lightning Collection Red Beast Morphers Ranger. And I was about to call him Red Buster, so excuse me. Here he is next to a Mafex Venom. I just happen to have him here, so let's use him. We also have an Articulated Icons Ninja. And I think ninjas work very well here. But the best thing about Zio and the Zio writers is that you can actually have them cross over anything because they cross time and space into other dimensions. So that's really nice. So crossing over is definitely a plus for them. Here he is next to the Mezco Green Lantern. So these green and green teamed up is going to be really cool. Here he is next to a Storm Collectible Scorpion, whose faceplate just fell off. That sucks. Let's grab him up real fast. So give me one sec, y'all. Then we're going to compare him to a Marvel Legends Spider-Man. Then we're going to compare it to a NECA Predator, who's really gigantic. Just doesn't, you know, fit in with anything. And a DC Essential Cyborg Superman, just to show we've crossed, I think, all the lines, or at least most of the majority of lines that people collect. So we have that. And as we know, SHF is one of these smaller ones. Oh, and just in case you want to get a little barbarian in it, here is next to a Mythic Legion. And I think that covers everything, right? Just about. All in all, I really like Waz. I'm hoping to get Genga. And I'm really glad to complete my main three riders from Zio, especially with the color Waz. I've been really happy with them. Haven't had a chance to take any pictures yet. So hopefully you get to see some pictures at the end of this. In the meantime, guys, hope you enjoyed. Hope you found it informative. Most of all, hope you do good, be good, drink your water, guys. Later.